Hello everyone, how are you? I know you all are struggling with your all challenges and then you are trying to fit into this complex world. Now it became more complex here because of the corona, the pandemic, the confusions you have been receiving since it started. Am I right?
Yeah, you are right, Sanket. So, day in, day out, we are confused in this lockdown whether to stay at home or go outside, chill out. So, every aspect, there is a confusion. What do you say? Are you feeling any confusion? Are you having any confusion day in, day out, taking any decisions, what to do, what not to do? How are you doing these days, Sanket?
You're right, Dusmanta. I think you rightly captured my brain's thoughts today. Recently, I was just hovering around in my mobile, and I was trying to find some solutions for my one of my queries. And what happened is that I somewhere after some minutes I lost. I lost in the world of informations. I lost in the world of confusions, I would say. And then I realized why it happened. I introspected some more time, and then I realized that there is something, because of something we are actually confused. And what, according to me, the confusions are rising due to lot of options we have, lot of the opportunities we have, or a lot of similar kind of thought processes where you need to validate those thought processes, and then you get lost in the world of informations. I believe that is happening with almost all of us because we all have that option button in our mobile or in laptop or in a Google page. What do you say? Do you agree with that? Have you come across similar
Yeah,
situations in your life?
yeah, Sanket, I totally agree with you. These days, so many options we come across. Some sometimes it feels very challenging to choose the right option. It looks very similar from the choices point of view, but when you go deep, you landed off in different terrain. So one quote comes to my mind. Dale Carnegie used to say, if you are not in the process of becoming the person you want to be, then you are automatically engaged in becoming the person you don't want to be. The point I want to make here is, if we do not choose the right option or right choices, we ended up getting in different territory. The delta between where we are and where we want to be, it is a totally different ball game altogether. I believe you must agree with this. What do you say? Are we not indulging too much to the choices we play around?
I think yes, I agree to the point that we always find the choices and we lost in through those the choices because I believe we have a lot of options, like I said, and one option going into deep dive into one of the option and that gives another choice or another door opens, and then you start looking into the other route. So some point of time you are losing your track, and like you said, the goals are actually there, but you are not reaching there because of the choices you have taken during the path. I think that's very rightly said by Dale Carnegie thought, and that's where I come to is that we usually reach to a unforeseen conclusion, or maybe I would say unexpected conclusion, what we bring from or we draw from that situation and the choice, and then we take the other path. I think that's it, somewhere it is happening. But at the same time, the thought comes to my mind is like, what is the solution over here? How we should bring the clarity to all the confusions around us. Do you have any solutions before I go into my thoughts?
Sanket, what I would say, actually, I'm a work in progress. Uh, I do not have the solution, I would say. Maybe I can share my opinion, my perspective, how I look at it,
Mm-hmm.
how to come out of this situation.
Mm-hmm.
Let me put it in this way. Many a times I introspect why we do what we do. If I categorically ask myself why Dushmanta Saab does what he does, there are basically four quadrants. Basically, a person does things based on their understandings, their belief systems, their values, their upbringings, their grown-up models. Let me take you back uh, to to the to the birth cycle. When a child is born, he is having open subconscious mind. She doesn't know what is right, what is wrong, what the likes she would have on the day passed by, when he or she grew up in the environment, in the surrounding. There, he or she ideates, or I would say ideates is not the right word. He or she get accustomed to the surrounding, the caretakers, the parents, the family members. Those are the day. I mean, those are the days where the children, the child, the kid gets his or her understanding. Those understanding day in day out becomes his habits. They become the patterns. Those patterns so intrinsically aware inside our subconscious, then we do what we do. Maybe if I give you an example, if I ask you, Sanket, how do you do brushing every day in the morning? Maybe you are taking your brush, you are putting toothpaste on it, you are with the right hand, you do your brushing. That's how you do. That is a pattern. Maybe this is a small example, but if you drill down your life, your decisions, the way you take decisions, you will find out many times it is a autopilot mode. You are acting on autopilot mode. So we need to understand why we do what we do. That's basically my way of looking at it. What do you say?
I think I agree to your points. Like the if your purpose is clear, like you said, why we do, if your it is your why is clear. I mean, then you are actually on track. And then slightly, I'm actually thinking that what you said, like the autopilot mode, you are adapting in your path or process, and then suddenly you are getting clarity on the path. I think you made a very nice point here is that the habits you are building upon, or the smaller changes you are building. I don't see that as a habit, but I think smaller changes you want to bring on your regular life, and then those small changes, or you call it a habit, you call it a practice, or whatever, those small changes brings the change in your life, and it moves, or maybe I would say you it brings towards an inch closer to your goal. I think somewhere what I felt from your discussion and what felt from my thought process is that we are actually finding the path of clarity. I think that's where I remind one of the a typical mythological concept where Krishna tells Arjuna about why that Gita happened, why these questions of confusion raised in Arjuna's mind, because he was confused on his role, on his decisions, on his authority or power he has. And there there Arjun, then the Krishna helped him by saying that you are actually a moderator in all the situations. The thing is, I don't want to go into the Gita Gyan, but I think what I'm trying to say is that Krishna played the path provider or clarity provider, I would say, in that questionnaire, and then the confusion and then depressed mindset of Arjuna. I think that's where I'm coming to, is that we all are looking for our seekers of clarity in our real life, in every situation, every age path, or maybe like you said, any difficult, challenging goals. You always look for what clarity I can bring in. For example, if I would say recently the Arjuna awardee Duti Chand was talking about that she has a very clear mindset of uh, winning in any Olympics or any sports event, was very specific that she will get some money, and that money can be utilized for her family to live upon. So see the clarity she has and the outcome what has come to us. Now she is Arjuna Awardee today, but the clarity she has is that I just have to do my job of playing well or running well, and then get some money or get some reimbursement or something in terms of money, or I would say compensation, and that will help her family. Now, look at the other side. There are many runners, many coached runners, and they don't have clarity of why they are running. Like you rightly said, if your why is clear, your purpose is clear, and you have the clarity on your path towards your goal, whatever goal it may be, it is actually, the goals are, we set up something and it comes out around in a different way, but whatever goal it is it is actually giving some outcome for someone's judgment, but for you the goal is something what you're trying to achieve. For me, I think I made it clear is that if your purpose is clear, like you said, then paths are clear, and then you are bringing the clarity to your all confusions. What do you say? I think I elaborated more.
No, I agree with you. Here I take one of the quotes of Robin Sharma. He says, clarity breeds mastery. The moment you have clarity, you can master your life. How do you do that? Basically, if you if you let me put it in this way, in this digital age, we the global citizens seek clarity outside. But if you truly introspect inside, if you take conscious decisions, if you can tap the untapped, if we go deep, ask ourselves why we do what we do. Again, I'm getting to that point, because clarity is everything. The moment you understand why you are doing and what is the reason for that, then you can trap, instead of going here and there, you can go straight. When we are domesticated with our perceptions, thought processes of the societies, we are not actually going deep to the inner self. We are actually, society is selling us a bill of goods. We're actually buying those goods and validating in the version of society, this is right and this is clarity. No, 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 no. We need to understand, because in this perception reality, I think I am not, I think I am, I think what you think I am, but I think you think I think I am, because that is the perception of perception. That's why we are not getting clarity. We need to understand from myself what Sanket is saying based on his perception, some set of clarity he is bringing onto his decision making. It might not work for me because his value system, my value system, his belief, my beliefs are different. So instead of asking here and there, dad and mom, friends and relatives, I need to ask myself where I want to see myself. As you rightly said, as Simon Sinek rightly said, if you understand your why, you can easily navigate. Your how quotient can be defined. That's how I believe. I mean, there are a lot of research materials available. If I talk about ancient texts, Eastern philosophies, management philosophies, there are many things. We can go deep, understand ourselves. I believe we should slowly and steadily understand ourselves first. What do you say?
Yeah, I agree. I agree. I was going through one of the talks and by Sadhguru. He talks about so clarity is a consequence of handling your confusion consciously. And I think there I was meeting the path or the track where you are going to the how much conscious you are about your decisions, and then how much conscious you are about your path, then that brings and that goes to the conclusion part. So I mean, I'm very happy that we had a very nice discussion today with confusions to the clarity. I hope we have brought some of the points where we all are facing and challenging the idiotic conclusions we are bringing in. But I think confusions are good than the idiotic conclusions. So let's take it further. Like you said, we will try to bring more topics like our name suggests, C2C. We will try to bring all the C's we have in our life, and the choices, the consciousness, the community, the clarity, confusions, everything we will discuss in going further in all of our episodes. I think our discussion hopefully will give more clarity to the audience. With that, I will end my thing. Over to you if you have something to close.
No, thank you, Sanket. You are rightly said. We will bring uh, all the themes related to those C's we are coming across day in, day out. We'll try to share our insights, our understandings, provided some sort of research materials. Let we conclude. Maybe this is not the reality, or this is not the real solution, I would say. Maybe this is our style of assessing the situation consciously. It might support your facts, it might suit your style to navigate and take appropriate decisions. I believe in the next set of episodes, we will bring more facts, more research materials, and more. We'll try not to make you confused, or rather give you some clarity so that you can navigate in your life at a full speed. What do you say? I believe we should do that.
Yes, Dusmant, I think we are in good track. We have tried our best to bring more clarity to the questions or the confusions, we would say, and we will look after the all the C's in our life, and we'll try to give answers to those C's. Welcome to C2C first episode, and myself Sanket, along with me Dushmanta here, who will be helping out all the C's in your life. Thank you. Over to you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, Sanket, for your wonderful moderation. We'll try our best not to bore the audience, but to better their decision making. With that, I'm signing off. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jai Hind.